From the field to the studio, to your ears and eyes today, we bring you the 816 Hour. How you doing today, boys? How we feeling?
Good. We're good.
What we been up to? What have we been up to today? A lot of college football today.
Got to watch Mizzou get their butts kicked by K-State. Look like they don't know how to play football. That was exciting.
Taking shots right off the start.
Got you. Hey, your Alabama team almost lost. They should have. Lost.
A win's a win, okay? A win's a win.
Hey, Bryce Young's a stud.
Quinn Ewers. Bring that man back.
It's like the Colt McCoy thing all over again.
Imagine.
But yeah,
what we got today, Key?
You know me. All right, today we got NFL hot takes. The NFL season right there tomorrow. We're just gonna go over our hot takes for the year. Who wants to start?
We want to start like the bottom of our list or like the most hot of the takes.
Oh, Carter
like
got some hot
we
takes.
Want the cold of the takes, or we want like the lukewarm, or like the boiling hot.
Carter's got some wild takes. I know it.
I'm ready to hear him though.
Carter, let's start with the cool takes first. Nothing too crazy.
The mild.
Okay.
We got to build ourselves up.
Okay, I'll start us. I'll start us off.
All
right. So number 5, Justin Jefferson has over 2,000 receiving yards this year. In my opinion, why not? In my opinion, I think it's honestly obtainable. Last season, 88 receptions for 1,400 yards on 125 targets. That was his rookie season. I apologize. Last season follows that up with 1,600 yards on 108 receptions. Targets went up, receptions went up. And a new Kevin O'Connell style offense, new head coach. I think they're going to get J-Jeff the ball more in space. I'm excited to see what Kirk Cousins can do with J-Jeff, but I think he's getting over 2,000 receiving yards.
I can see it. Pass first offense now. It's going to go crazy.
It'll be nice.
I'm excited for the Packers-Vikings game tomorrow.
Sneak peek into my lock of the week.
Ooh, I haven't watched the video. I saw you sent it though.
Lock of the week.
My number 5.
Oh, Carter.
I'm gonna jump right in here. My number 5, Max Crosby gets 10 or more sacks this year.
Respect. That's so weird. That's such a weird.
I mean, he had 8 last year, 7 the year before, and he had 10 in 2019.
So he gets back to that 10 number?
I think it's a big breakout year. Yeah.
I like it.
All right. For me, I got nothing too crazy. I got the Lions win 7 games. I think Dan Campbell is the right man. When you look at the team on paper, nothing too crazy stands out. But I like the culture that he's bringing, and I think Jared Goff now has a lot of weapons, especially when Jameson Williams comes back. I just really like the team. Looking at their schedule, I definitely think they can get 7 or 8 wins for sure. Mm-hmm. So that's my number 5.
I'll transition off that. The Lions sneak into a very weak NFC playoff picture. I think they grab one of the last wild card spots outside the Rams. I mean, we saw what they did on Thursday night. 49ers, they just re-signed Jimmy Garoppolo Jimmy Garoppolo hasn't practiced with them all off season. The Cardinals, DeAndre Hopkins is out. We don't know about Kyler Murray really. Eagles, yes, they're solid. Vikings as well, but the Lions might be the best team in the NFC after those teams. And I think they popped this year. They went out, they got DJ Chark, new wide receiver, Deshaun Elliott, got Aiden Hutchinson in the draft, Jameson Williams, like Keegan just mentioned, Kirby Joseph as well in that secondary. I think with DeAndre Swift, 100%, top 5 offensive line. Jared Goff went to a Super Bowl not more than like 10 years ago. So
true.
We've seen him throw for 4,700 yards and 32 touchdowns. I don't think he's going to do that this year, but I think the Lions could surprise a lot of people.
I hope so. I love what they're doing. They sold out their game tomorrow, first time in like 10 years or something.
Phenomenal. It's gonna be fun watching the Lions this year. I think.
For sure, fun team.
That's number 4.
My number 4, Kirk Cousins has a 4,500 yard season.
All the J-Jeff. I need it.
And he's coming off a 4,200 season, 42 before that. And always been solid, overlooked, underrated quarterback, in my opinion. So
New head coach, new system coming over, playing in that LA. We saw what O'Connell's done in LA, so I think it'll be nice for Kirk.
All right, my next one. I think the Broncos finished last in the AFC West.
Ooh.
Tough AFC West.
Ooh.
Tough AFC West. And
wow.
one of the not all, I guess they could all make it, but they all got to play each other twice. Someone's going to be right there on the outside looking in. I think the Broncos. I'm not believing in them yet.
Can I ask why it's the Broncos and not the Raiders? Just out of curiosity.
Honestly, it's just the Derek Carr, Tay Adams connection. But the Raiders secondary is very questionable. So, I think that's why it's kind of a hot take.
I was going to say defensive side of the ball, I'm taking the Broncos 10 out of 10 compared to the Raiders, but I was just curious.
I got to go out on a limb.
I like it. So my next one, I got the Jaguars making a ton of noise in the AFC South. I don't think they'll win the South because I think the Colts kind of got that on lock, but I wouldn't be surprised if we came down to the last game of the season and the Jags are in a spot to make the playoffs or win their division outright, because I think Trevor Lawrence is that guy. I think he was the best quarterback from the 2021 draft. Travis Etienne, I know Keegan's really hoping he has a big year for fantasy's sake, but I know James Robinson is back. I think Doug Peterson is a great head coach. He's not going to keep their best running back, James Robinson, in timeout because he's fumbling the ball. I think he's still going to get a lot of touches. I think Etienne adds a new weapon to that offense. I love the offseason that the Jaguars had. Yes, they kind of overpaid for Christian Kirk, but they got themselves a big wide receiver for that offense. Darius Williams was another guy they signed for that secondary, and Brandon Scherf for that offensive line. Defensive side of the ball, they got Trayvon Walker in the draft, Devin Lloyd as well as Chad Muma. The Jags, I don't think are going to make the playoffs or anything or upset, but I could see him upsetting a couple teams. Like I could see him making some noise, playing upset. I like the Jags this year.
Okay,
but that's
I like the Jags too.
My number 3, speaking of Keegan's running back situation, Christian McCaffrey has a fully healthy season this year.
Ooh.
Let's go! I love you, Carter.
My number 3 hot take.
Ooh, I like that.
I almost took that. I'm not gonna lie, but I couldn't be too biased.
That'd be nice.
The man wants to go for like 40 in fantasy tomorrow. You know, he's got to make up for A-Rob, so it's whatever. My number 3. This one's a little weird, but looking at their schedule, it's not tough. It's not that tough. And with good QB play, I think they can make a little bit of noise. I think the Falcons can make a little bit of noise in the NFC. Maybe not like playoffs, but I think they could get like 8 wins and be like a solid team right out on the outside. But that has to come with Marcus Mariota being a good quarterback. But I think paired with Arthur Smith, and you got Kyle Pitts, I think he gets fed a lot. I hope he gets fed a lot for fantasy reasons. But I think they can get – I think I'll say the Falcons go 8-9 this year.
Could see that. Drake London needs to be healthy if they want to do anything. That's got to be big. So one of my second to last one, my number 4, I got Jalen Hurts winning the MVP, leading the Eagles to the number 1 seed in the NFC. I think it's Jalen's year. It's not news that I'm a big Jalen Hurts believer or a big Jalen Hurts fan, so this shouldn't be a real surprise. The Jalen Hurts led a bottom 5 Eagles roster to the playoffs last year. Instead of throwing to J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, a rookie Devonta Smith, and Jalen Reagor, he's getting A.J. Brown, solid wide receiver 1. I don't know if you guys have heard of him. He's kind of good at the game of football. On top of a second year with Devonta Smith, I could see Hurts throwing for 4,400 yards, 30 passing touchdowns, maybe 10 to 15 rushing touchdowns. I know he had 20 total touchdowns last year.
Pause. I just lost the last 15 seconds to everything you just
said. Same.
I think we could have a looking of Lamar Jackson's MVP season this year for Jalen Hurts.
I love it. I think the Eagles will be really good this year.
Yeah, I kind of hopped on the Eagles wagon as well.
You're a year too late, Carter. Golly.
Hey,
I was banging the drum last year. I was banging the drum last year. And you and Keeg didn't want to believe me, but we're here.
Love to hate. I just love to hate.
We're here.
My number 2, Juju Smith-Schuster has a 1,200 receiving yard year.
There it is.
Hey.
Yeah.
What's his career high? I know it's 1,000.
Career high is 14 in 2018.
Look at Carter coming with the stats off the dome.
14-26.
Big year.
I love
Pittsburgh,
it.
the big
Holmes at the QB, huge upgrade. I would love it. My number 2, year 2, big jump. Trevor Lawrence wins Offensive Player of the Year. I think he goes crazy. You look on paper, the weapons, nothing too crazy. Hey, Christian Kirk, a lot of money come to Jacksonville, but I got a huge upgrade in an offensive head coach in Doug Peterson. I don't think he'll go for like MVP numbers, but I think he'll put up like 30 and maybe 4,000 something, and respectful, good QB numbers. Wins the Offensive Player of the Year award for Jacksonville.
Okay, so my 5th bold take is so bold I might want to change it. Number 5.
Hey, my next one's pretty bold too, so it's okay.
My next one is very bold.
So I'm gonna
let's hear it.
I'm gonna change it on the fly. That Desmond Ridder plays after an 0-4 start and ends up winning Offensive Rookie of the Year. It was Malik Willis, but I have so far kind of jumped back on the Titans bandwagon. I think that with Derrick Henry and Mike Vrabel, they're good. But yeah, let's go Desmond Ridder, plays after an 0-4 start, and the Falcons and him, he wins Offensive Rookie of the Year.
You're going against my take.
I had to, but
Okay.
I went bold. I
like what Ridder did in the preseason.
He just looks so good this preseason on the run. I'm excited for Desmond Ridder.
Love to hear it. Carter.
Bold number 1.
I don't want to hear this. I'm going to take my headphones off for this one. It's bad. It's bad. Carter, just flash me the thumbs up whenever you're done, okay?
Okay.
Dude, this is going to be crazy.
Travis Kelce breaks the single season receiving yard record this year.
As a tight end or just like
as a tight end? No, overall receiving yard
record.
Travis Kelce.
Dude, can Bryson hear you?
I mean, look, he only
take.
needed 500 from his career high. He only needed 500 more.
So, I love it. I love it.
Him being the solid number 1 option now. I didn't
know where he was going to go with that after I heard Travis Kelce. I was scared.
That's a take and a half. Wow.
I love it. All right, my number 1.
Boldest take of the day. Let's hear it.
Arizona. They got a tough start to the year playing Kansas City. No D-Hop for 6 games. You had the thing with Kyler Murray and Cliff Kingsbury in the offseason, with the contract, and they were like, they put in there that he has to like study for a certain amount of hours and whatever. I got the Cardinals missed the playoffs, and Cliff Kingsbury gets fired at the end of the year. That's my number 1.
I've seen that. I've seen that Kingsbury's kind of on the hot seat with the Kyler situation, but that's dang it, Keeg. I was hoping you'd go bold. That's not that bold.
What do you mean, bro?
I mean, without D-Hop, AJ Green's there, but gosh, Keeg, I thought you were boosting up.
I should have gone last. Oh my gosh!
Like
all right.
Patriots go undefeated. Or something
something
wild.
Weird. Houston doesn't lose a game or something.
Dameon Pierce has 2,000 scrimmage yards. Give me something wild.
Hey, I do think Dameon Pierce will go crazy, though. We need to hop back on the fantasy episodes.
Hey, got to. But we got any other takes, boys? Anything else?
I'm excited for football.
It's back.
I got one last hot take.
Oh, look at Carter.
One last hot take.
Carter, it better be flaming.
The 816 hour tops the charts in podcasts.
Bang!
I love it.
Holster the
Bang.
gun. Let him know.
Off. Pull him
Boys,
off.
who's doing the outro? Who's letting them know all the socials?
Man, you got at the 816 hour for Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Facebook low-key be popping, bro. I be getting notifications all the time. Let's see, did I miss anything? We also got merch, of course. Big Cartel. Bryson's repping it.
Always.
Stay tuned. Always things are in the works, but special things are in the works right now, boys. So gotta stay tuned. Football season right around the corner. You know, things are about to get a little wild here, I would say.
Watch out. Spooktober coming soon.
Spooktober, best time of the year.
I'm saying. You guys got anything else?
No, sir.
We out?
We're out.
Peace.